Okay, yo, y'all, what is up? Today we're going to be doing this all Family Dollar makeup tutorial. A lot of the things are from Family Dollar, I think, except for one thing. So let's jump into this tutorial. It is a cut crease, and I hope you guys enjoy. Okay, I'm first going to start off with the LA Colors Browy Wowie Brow Pencil, and this is just in dark, and I am going to start off with my eyebrows. As you know, I really do not do my eyebrows on camera, but I said for today, why not do it? So as you can see, I'm just filling in my brows. I start off with the underline, if that's what you call it, and then I'll go in and I'll fill in the edge, and I'll continue to fill in the top line, and then I'll fill in the rest of my brow. To be honest with you, while I was doing my eyebrows, I really did like the consistency and the shape of this eyebrow pencil. It is thick enough for my eyebrows, and it is hard enough, and I really do like the way that it applied. It was enough for my brows, but I am just so used to going back in and putting powder over, which you're going to see in the next clip coming up. But I am so used to doing that I decided to just go ahead and put that over. But by itself, this brow, this brow pencil is good enough by itself. So this is the LA Colors Browy Wowie Brow Pencil in dark, and it is a wonderful product, and of course I will continue to use it. And yeah, if you want to try it out for yourself. Okay, next I am going to go in with the Ruby Kiss Daily Life palette. Excuse me, my phone. The Daily Life palette, and I'm going to take this dark brown color on the end. They don't have names, and I'm going to fill my brows in with that as well. I just like to set the brow pencil in place, and I normally go in with a darker brown color, and then I go in with the black, which you're getting ready to see me do now, that black color in the palette. And I'm just going to use that for more of the edge of my brow. I might go a little bit on the middle of my brow, but I would definitely do the edge of my brows. So that is what you can see me doing there. And I'm just filling them on and giving them a little bit of a definition. And I like to take a little bit of that lighter brown, and I'm going to fill in the front of my brows because I want it to be of a gradient. I don't just want a harsh brown line. I want it to be more of a gradient. So I'm just going to fill that in, and I normally just spoolie it in, or either I just push it in with my finger. Now I'm going to take my LA Girl Pro Concealer, and this is in the color Fawn, and I'm going to clean up the under, or the edge, I guess you could say, of my brow, to give it just a brow, just to give it a little bit more of a cleaner look. And I'm going to start in the middle, and I'm going to make my way up to the bottom line of my brow, and then I'm going to continue to fix out the edge of my brow, and then I'm going to go into the front of my brow, and I'm going to bring that concealer down, as you can see me doing, and that is also going to blend down onto my eyelid, which I am going to add that on my eyelid for my eyeshadow primer, because it can be used as an eyeshadow primer. Plus, I did not buy an eyeshadow primer because I didn't see an eyeshadow primer at Family Dollar, unless I'm just totally missing it. So I just decided to use my own concealer, and I'm going to put that on my eyes. Not now. I thought this was the next clip, but as you can see, I'm just going to continue to blend that down. And I'm going to blend, and I'm going to blend, and I'm going to go in again, like I just said, with the same concealer, and I'm going to put that on my eyes. And I'm going to put a generous amount, because the eyeshadows that we're going to be going in with, I want it to show up pigmented, and I want it to really be seen. And so I'm going to apply a generous amount of concealer, and then I'm just going to blend that out with like a buffer brush, and I'm going to blend that all the way up to my brow bone, since it is the same exact color. And I'm going to get into my inner corners as well, and on the outside, so that way everything can be covered. Wherever I put eyeshadow, it is going to be covered completely, and I'm just going to buff that out. Now I'm going to go in with this LA Colors loose powder, which is in neutral. I did not see anything that was like translucent or anything, but it's in neutral. It has like a beigey or a pinkish tone to it, but as long as I can set that concealer so it won't crease on me, and I can have me a good clean base, that's what I did. And so as you can see, again, I'm just blending this out. Next, I'm going to go into some tape to take away some of that stickiness and that harshness, so it won't pull so bad in my eyes. I am going to rub it on the back of my hand, take it off, and then I am going to take this LA Colors contouring palette, which has a contouring color and a highlighting color. And I'm going to take that contouring color, as you can see, and I'm going to blend that into my crease. But what I want you to pay attention to is that in that clip, I did not completely blend out that harsh line. I kept it the way it is, and I'm going to go back into that Ruby Kiss palette with that light orange shade as you just saw, and I'm going to blend that on top, because that is going to blend that color for me. I'm not going to have to completely do it all the way. That's going to blend that color the way I need it to blend out. Next, I'm going to go back in with that dark eyeshadow that I originally did my brows with, and I'm going to add that all the way in my crease, and I'm going to start gradually, because I do not want to start out with so much color and then have to completely try to blend it out. I'm going to start with as little as possible, and as you can see, I'm going to blend that shade as much as possible. Add, blend, and just keep on going. As you can see in this clip, I am just continuing to blend, and I switched over to a brush that's a little bit more tapered and a little bit more focused, I guess you could say, or pointed, not focused, pointed at the top, so that way I can really get into my crease. And as you can see, that color is really showing up now. Now I'm going to go in with the black, and I am going to blend that into that brown, so that way the colors will all be blending and they will be coming together in a nice, pretty way, so that way everything can be faded and blended the way that I like for it to be. And I'm going to bring it into my inner corner, because when we do the cut crease, we want to see that black line, and I don't want it to be cut off. Now, as you can see, I'm just going back in with another blending brush. I'm just blending out that black really well, because I really want it to be diffused. But as you can see, I'm blending more of the top of the crease, not really all the way in the crease, in the crease, because I want to keep the crease kind of concentrated for when I do the cut crease, as I have said. Now I'm going to go back in with that LA Girl Pro Concealer, and I'm just going to start to cut the crease. A trick that I have learned for this is to apply the concealer as you see me doing, then look down, and you will see where you need to begin to cut your crease, and start there. And you can cut it any way that you want to. It can be round, it can be oval, it can be half moon, it can be whatever you want to do. It's all in creativity. And so as you can see, I'm taking that concealer and I am just cutting my crease. I made this clip a little bit longer because I wanted you to see the way that I did it. And please excuse my grandmother talking in the background. Y'all, I can't get away from it. I can't. It doesn't matter. I can't get away from it. It's going to happen. Something in my videos is going to happen. It just is what it is. So, as you can see, like I said, I just wanted you guys to see what I did to achieve the cut crease. And I am not going all the way to the tape. I know some people like to wing it out, but for this tutorial, I'm not winging it out. I am just doing, like, I guess you could say, a half of a cut crease. And I'm going to leave that section, as you can see, on the end darker, so that way when I go in with my black, I can blend that into that shade and it'll look more blended than if I were to cut the crease completely. So yeah. And again, I'm just going back in with the LA Color powder in neutral, and I'm going to set my eyeshadow. Whenever I am using, not my eyeshadow, but my concealer, whenever I'm using my concealer on my eyes, I like to set it for not a flawless base, but a good base, so that way my eyeshadows will have something to stick to. I know today the trend is to leave the concealer. I'm sticking with my own trend, and that's what I like. As you just saw, I'm going to again take that black, as I said before, and I am going to apply that to the edge of that concealer that is on the closer outer part of my eye. I'm going to try to close my eye just a little bit, so that way I can get those little folds in there, as you can see. And I've switched over to a more concentrated blending brush, so that way I can really buff it out and blend it out the way that I want to. And after this, I am going to go back in with that darker ashier brown shade, and I'm going to take a flat brush and I'm going to blend that right next to that black. And I kept the clips in here where you see me bend down and get the eyeshadow, because I wanted you to see the amount of times that I got eyeshadow, and I wanted you to see the way that I applied it. And so I'm going to do the same step. I'm going to blend out that ashy brown, and I am going to go back in and just blend it. Now I'm going to take that, it's like a pinkish goldish color, and I'm going to apply that to the rest of the part of my eye that has the concealer, that has not been shaded in with eyeshadow. And I'm going to apply that from my inner tear duct onto that ashier brown shade, and I'm just going to blend it on up to that line. You can see it's almost touching the where my eye is actually cut for the cut crease. I'm going to blend that, and I'm going to try my best to be as precise as I can. I'm going to take that peach color and I'm going to blend it in between that ashier brown and that pink shimmery shade, so that way we can have almost an ombre going on. You can see it better on my other eye the way that I want it to be done, and I'm just going to replicate it, and that is what I'm doing. Now I am going to take this iced pigment powder by LA Colors, and this is in the color Foiled. It's like a gray bluish color with a little bit of purple in my opinion, and I'm going to just apply that right over that pinky champagne color, because I just wanted a little bit more glitter. Plus, why not try a loose eyeshadow? And it was cheap anyway, so you know, and it came off very well. I have to say it came off very well. Now I'm going to go back and I'm going to blend in that extra black that I put down, and I'm just going to make sure that everything is blended and coming together in a nice way, the way that I want it to come together. And again, just work and do your best. A secret or a confession that I have to make is that I have been working on this eyeshadow look for 3 nights. That made the 3rd day today. 3 nights trying to get it together, and I think personally I did better than the other 2 nights. But yes, now we're going to take the tape off, and as you can see, it's a clean cut line. Y'all excuse me, a clean cut line. It's at night. Give me a chance. And I'm going to just take off the tape. Now I'm going to take this Wet n Wild Photo Focus setting spray, and I'm going to just spray my face and choke while I do it. I'm just going to spray my face. And I decided to let everyone else know in my household that I choked, just to make sure that they cared. Now I am going to take this Maybelline New York Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. I was so surprised, y'all, when I found this in Family Dollar. I was so surprised. And so I'm just going to apply that on the middle part of my face, where I of course have my pores and everything like that. And I like to apply it on my chin and make sure that it's good and in those pores. And now I am going to take my Black Radiance, the True Complexion Shine Control Primer, and I'm going to apply that on the outside of my face, and I'm just going to blend that in the best way that I can. And I'm going to take the LA Colors Truly Matte Long Wearing High Pigment Foundation, and this is in the color Cappuccino, and I'm going to apply this to my face. I think it was a very good match for my skin tone, because sometimes I get very confused with my concealer, seeing that I have dark spots on my face, and some parts will look light and some parts will look dark, but it's all in getting your best shade. Now I'm going to take this oval brush that I bought online that I've never really tried, but I decided to try for this video, and I'm going to blend this in as much as possible. I really did like the way that it blended in my foundation for my first trying of it. I really did. It was getting the job done very, very quickly, and for me, that is what I need to go ahead and get it on the best way that I can. And you're going to see that I am then going to switch to a more dense brush. I just want to try it out, and then for the rest of my face, just blend it out with my buffer brush and, you know, just give it a try. So I like both of them. They were really good. And we're going to continue blending, because that is what I do for a living. I blend and I blend. And now I'm going to just add some more where I feel that I need it, like on my neck, different places like that. And I'm going to try and blend it. I have the biggest problem with foundations in my neck and my chest area, because I do not wear shirts that really show my chest or, like, you know, my neck area. I am a very big fan of turtlenecks, even though I do not wear them all the time. But sometimes when I do apply my foundation, it can look a little wonky or off or dark or whatever it is. So I just have to continue to try to get the best shade that I possibly can and blend it as well as I can. Now we're going to go back in with the LA Color Concealer, and I am going to highlight my face, the high points, everywhere that I want light to shine on my face. And that's under my eyes. I'm going to apply some on my forehead. I'm going to apply some on my chin, and I'm going to try this little mouth trick thing right here. I'm going to try that, but you're going to see later on in the video that I got too fancy and thought I was going to like it and didn't like it and had to go back in with my foundation because I was like, honey, no, you're not that good at that yet, so you might as well try another day. So I decided to put more foundation over it, but you will see that later. And now that I have this on here, I am going to blend this in. Just blend it on in as best as possible, and try not to look like Bobo the Clown while you're doing it. Just keep blending it out, honey. You'll get your check someday. And I'm going back in to add some more because I really wanted that inner portion of my eye to be highlighted. I truly probably should have got a lighter, you know, concealer, but hey, I had what I had. And so to help clean up under that eyeshadow as well where we had the tape, I'm just going to apply some concealer there as well. It's just going to give it some more sharpness. So yes, and we're going to blend that out, all the areas where I put it. And again, we're just blending. Does anyone ever like just find themselves just blending and blending and blending and blending until you can't blend your face into anything else until it's a big blend? Like, that's just it. I'll find myself in all of my videos, I just be blending and I'll be blending. Just, but as you can see, like I said in this clip, I thought I was cute and wanted to do something different and didn't like it. And it was coming out the way I did not want it to come out. And so I said, you know what, homegirl, just go back in with that foundation. They'll never know. But now you know the truth of being a makeup artist sometimes. So yeah, I'm just putting my foundation back on and I am blending that out and blending it. You can see it a little bit, but you can't see it as much as you did before. And I'm just blending everything else out everywhere. Now we're going to go back in again with the LA Colors loose powder in neutral, and we're going to begin to set. Now I do not really bake, that's too much for me, and it leaves my eyes, my under eye, very dry, and my under eyes are already extremely dry. So baking is not for me. I will set it and I will leave it for about a minute until I get done with the other half of my face, and honey, it is coming off because I can't deal with the dryness. I can't, I know. So I'm just going to put that everywhere that I decided to highlight, and then as you can see, I'm taking it off. It gotta come off. I can't. I really can't. And don't worry about the white line that you see that is coming up from where we put that tape. I am going to blend that out with a little bit of bronzer later and contour so that way you can't see that. And I'm trying my best to blend out my forehead as well, or the powder on my forehead, because this powder really gives that cast. And so yeah, as you can see, I probably should have wiped it off a little bit more, but hey, it is what it is. It wouldn't be a Deasia Mitchell video if there wasn't some type of mess up or trip up in it somewhere. So you know what, it is what it is. Welcome to the Beauty Beyah channel. Welcome to the channel. But yes, now I'm just going to blend or bronze my face up with the LA Colors contouring palette, and again I'm going to use that dark shade, and I'm going to blend around where I highlighted at. I noticed that this has a little bit of a red tint to it, so I'm going in trying to be a little bit more light-handed, but it still looks beautiful, I think. Now I am going to go in with the LA Colors Mineral Press Powder, and this is in Toffee, and I use that for like my face powder all around. I think it did very well for a face powder. It canceled out, I feel, a little bit, just a little bit of that redness, not all the way, and it helped tone down that highlight and that powder just a little bit. Now I am going to go in with the Black Radiance Pressed Powder, and this is in Rich Mahogany, and I'm going to actually contour with this color. I'm going to contour. I don't use too much because this color can come off really dark, and I don't want my contour too harsh. And I'm going to go back in with the LA Colors Mineral Pressed Powder, and I'm going to try to carve out those cheeks. I did not want to use the LA Colors loose powder because that would have been too light, and my face was already trying to look like a cast a little bit anyway. So I just went in with my face powder and I tried to carve out my cheeks. And again, I was not baking, I was just setting, and you're going to see that I'm going to take it right off. I'm going to take it right off. And now I'm taking me a big fluffy brush and I am just dusting all that off, trying to blend out that contour and everything. Just blend it all together because I don't want that harsh line there. I want it to be a little bit of a cut, but not too much. And now I am going to go back in with the LA Colors contouring palette. I'm using that dark color so much, that dark shade, and I'm going to now contour my nose. I don't normally contour my nose a lot, but when I do, I like to give it a little bit more of definition and then go back and highlight it with some powder or either a actual highlighter. And now I'm going to set my face with that Wet n Wild Photo Focus setting spray, because when I put my highlight on, as you can see, I want it to be popping, and this highlighter was straight popping. And that highlighter is the LA Colors Strobing Highlighting Powder in Champagne. As the illuminating powder, the illuminating powder in Champagne, and I thought it was absolutely gorgeous. The way it went on was gorgeous. And I am highlighting my cheeks, my forehead, my nose bridge, the tip of my nose, my cupid's bow, and my chin. I'm just highlighting everywhere, and then you're going to see that I'm also going to highlight up under my brows as well. Now I am going to take the Maybelline Great Lash, and this is in black, of course, and I'm going to just put some mascara on my lashes. Just lift them up just a little bit. Just lift them up. Lift them up to God. And I'm going to do this on both sides, trying my best not to poke myself in the eye, as I normally do. Now I'm just going to take a regular old eyelash curler. You can buy this for like $1 at the dollar store. And at Family Dollar at this point, even though I call that the dollar store. And I'm just going to curl my lashes up. And now I'm going to take me some lashes. I decided to go with the lashes in Diva. I had 2 packs of those, and I put 2 together, and I stacked them up, and I put them on my eyes for that bigger flutter. And now I'm just going to take that ashier brown that you saw, and I'm going to put that on my lower lash line, and I'm going to blend that because I want it to look like the top. I want it to blend in with what I have going on with the outer portion of that cut crease. And then I'm going to go and I'm going to take that black and I'm going to blend that right into that ashier brown. So you can see how it all is connecting all together. It's all connecting together. And I'm just going to do the same thing on the other side. Now I'm going to take the LA Colors eye/brow pencil, and this is in black, and I'm going to just line my waterline with that. I feel that a lot of people might feel that these pencils don't work because they're $1, but they really do. This pencil is really black and it was really sharp, and I like the definition it gave to my eyes. It actually brought out the color in my eyes just a little bit more. Now I'm going to take that peachy brown color, that peachy tan color, and I'm going to apply that with the black and the brown that I have going on my bottom lash line. I'm just going to blend that. And now I'm just going to take that light golden color that you saw, and I'm going to put that inside of my tear duct so that way it'll blend together with that pinky champagne color that we put on the lid and the silver. Now we're going to bootleg, and I'm going to take that Browy Wowie pencil by LA Colors in dark, and I'm going to line my lips. I did not buy a lip liner. I'm just going to tell you the truth. Homegirl did not buy her a lip liner. So why not be, you know, creative and use your brow pencil? You can wipe it off. It's all good. And I'm just going to line my lips. I don't really overline my lips, but I do sometimes, but not this time. I'm just going to line my lips, just their natural shape. And I'm going to take the LA Colors matte liquid lipstick, and this is in the color Danger, and I'm just going to use that as a base color, and I'm going to apply that all over my lips. Now with this, I did go a little bit on the outside of my lip line on the top lip because your girl screwed up, and instead of trying to, y'all excuse me, who was I talking to? Instead of trying to fix it, I just went on ahead and I just tried to outline it just a little bit, just a tad. But I did not completely overline my lips. And next I'm going to take the e.l.f. liquid matte lipstick, and this is in the color Perline, I think it is. All I know is a very beautiful natural pink color, and I'm going to apply that. Then girl is going to take LA Colors Pro Concealer, and I'm going to put that in the middle of my lips. Yes, I got ghetto with it, and I'll put that in the middle because I wanted it to be a little bit lighter. So yeah. Now I'm going to take that same LA Colors eyeliner pencil, and I'm going to line my lips because I wanted a little bit more of darkness to my face. To my lips. Y'all excuse me, this is at night, and as you can tell, homegirl was tired because I was laughing the whole entire time. I was laughing, and I looked like I was telling people off. But yeah, I'm going to outline my lips and keep on outlining. I did not realize how hard it was to line your lips after you put down a matte liquid lipsticks, 2 at that. So I was trying to blend it as best as possible. But the good thing is it did it. So that was very impressive to me. And then you look at yourself. And now I'm just going to take some clear lip gloss. This is a clear lip gloss from LA Colors. And this is Glossy Lips. It's a sheer lip gloss. And I'm just going to put that on my lips. And yeah. And now I'm going to set my face with that Wet n Wild setting spray. And I'm just going to douse myself in it until I feel that my face is soaked. And girl, yes, that is it. Excuse this voiceover if I messed up. Honey, I'm human. It was late at night, and I still wanted to get this out to y'all, but I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys took something from this. I want to see your makeup looks if you try this. Please let me know. Tag me. Let me know, honey. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.